we're at the Royal Opera in London, and how happy I am and thrilled I am to be meeting with the beautiful Shankar family. And this is at a time when Sukanya, an opera which was visualized by late Panditji, is now coming to life, has already come to life and is now going to be open to audiences, correct? I just read that he was very inspired at the time of commissioning it, Sukanya ji, by your name, and he was curious to know what the story was behind that. Is that why the opera was born?
Yes, that's how it was born, mid-90s. When my mother came to stay with us for a short while, she said, "I named you right." And that's when Raviji asked about the story of Sukanya, and he said, "I'd love to create an opera."
There are some things which many have said among the greatest maestros like Pandit Ravi Shankar ji cannot do, which is why he perhaps attempted an opera, left us midway through that opera, but then you turned parent in many ways, trying to read what he was trying to visualize with the scripts that he had left behind. Did it feel like you trying to understand what your father had left for you in terms of messages when he had half completed that opera?
Well, he left very clear blueprints for his music, and myself and David Murphy, who is the conductor, who's very much been hands-on involved with putting this to life and completing my father's vision, had a good sense of exactly what he would have wanted. And I worked with him from the beginning of my music making. I learned from him, I performed with him, I assisted him on many projects. So there is a way in which I feel like I very much know how his brain works. You know, no one quite knew how his brain worked, but I think if anyone did, I kind of maybe knew how his brain worked and what he would have wanted. And it's just about putting myself in his mindset and thinking of what he would have wanted.
And wasn't tough at all, just reading the blueprints and just putting it to life? Wasn't tough, you're saying? No challenges, no puzzles that you had to solve?
Well, this is all still very much ongoing. The music is still being completed, and it's not really a blueprint so much as his vision very clearly mapped out for us. He left very, very clear instructions.
What has the experience been collaborating with the team and working so closely with David Murphy? And what makes it that much more special is the fact that it's being launched here in London. Happens to be your birthplace?
Well, the Royal Opera House is you know, one of the iconic opera venues, and this, you know, this orchestra, this opera, it's all just the top on a global level, and as is my father. So for him to write an opera and to do it at this level is correct. That's what it should be, and it just feels exactly right.
As are you. Sukanya ji, what can we expect in this opera? Is it full of drama? Is it full of what is it in store?
It's an opera. Music, dance, story. It'll all come alive, you know? And his music, the best. And first of its kind, you know, like,
yes.
He's, you know, really, when he did this, you know, people talking about fusion and all that. This is the pinnacle of it, you know, really. You know?
The classic case of the East meeting the West, and full of everything.
You know, now you see people writing for symphonies and working with orchestra, which is something my father started doing back in the 70s. And at the point when that's becoming normalized, he's already moved forward into the realm of opera, which no one else had ever done. So it's something really, really special and unique.
And well ahead of time.
Absolutely.
Okay, and as you get ready to launch this, and when people get to see this, what is it that you're going to be feeling emotionally? What was that connect that you felt when this was being given life?
Well, first I thought it was a joke when he said he wanted to make an opera. Then it was shelved, nothing happened. And then he started working on it, I think, for the last, 10 years or so before he left. He's been jotting things down, working with David, and the music is all his, totally, It's his, and he's left very clear instructions for them how to go about it, and it's going to be the best. Absolutely. Nothing but the best from him.
Absolutely. We do miss him, but then he's going to be back in the Royal Opera House.